Hi, greetings. I'm Dr. Ask. I almost dropped my phone, and we just got this phone. We don't want to drop any more right now. We do not want to drop any more. That's going to be all bad, okay? You all know me and phones don't do well. See this one, ooh, $40, but whatever. Um, and here's my other phone. You all know that's gone. It works though, but it's just the screen is broke on it, and in the present capacity of getting a new one, so I'm really happy about that. Someone's going to sell me a pretty reasonable phone because you all know that I'm cheap and I'm not getting ready to be paying $1,000 for no phone. I'm not even going to pay I'm not even going to pay $300 for a phone. That is ridiculous. Especially when I can get used. The used ones or refurbished ones are just as good as the other ones. But anyway, nevertheless, you all understand where I'm coming from. So let's talk about it. I know yesterday I did say that I was going to. I am glad that yesterday I said I was going to do a video on Taurus season. Well, this morning I actually kind of came across and I was just like, yeah, I'm going to do a great video on Taurus season. I'm really feeling it. It's going down. And then as I came in today, my thought processes started going on to, that's my keys, on a different tangent. And I started thinking about, I don't know, different things. And sometimes I do that. Sometimes I'll say that I'm going to do something, not in error. I may forget to do something else. Not because I'm forgetful. I'm not necessarily forgetful, but I just have like 1,000 things going on in one time. And sometimes my energy does change. My energy will change from this way to that way. And so I really find myself wanting to do something a bit differently. Okay. And of course, I think I'm going to save this other show that I was going to get into today. I was going to talk about stereotypes for women versus men. Which I have a lot of great things to say is in terms of that. But today I'm going to discuss the Taurus Club. What's going on with the Taurus Club. Let me go ahead and start my Facebook video. So of course you're going to hear me say greetings. Hello, I'm Dr. Ask. I'm here at my wonderful healing center. You're going to hear me say that again. So anyway, without further ado, I've already said it. Let's move on. So I think it's really, really important that I'm going to do small leading up to my birthday. So today is May 1st. My birthday is May 3rd, which is on Friday. Leading up to that energy, I'm going to discuss about Tauruses. And really, I'm going to do a series all month on Tauruses because I think it's very important. We're probably the most misunderstood zodiac signs of them all. And as I share with many of us talk about how many people misunderstand us. And it's not that, yes, we are stubborn. Yes, we have a lot of things going on with us. Yes, we have different and unique energy. Yes, sometimes we can come off uncaring, angry, easy to anger, and we'll probably curse you out at any given Sunday. However, Tauruses are very understanding and patient people. Hey, everybody. This thing is just not popping up. Your father's a Taurus. Hey, Mona. Hey, Cuzzo, Sandra. How you doing? Thanks for showing love, Mona. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. At any rate, yeah, we're very much misunderstanding people, misunderstood because of the way that we do things. We come off like jerks, assholes, and things like that. But we're really not assholes. Whoa, wait a minute, whoa, wait a minute. I'm lying. We are. We are assholes. However, we're not the asshole that you think that we are. We're not the asshole that you think that we are. We are assholes. It's just that we go through a thing in our head. Okay, let me give you some scenarios. Let me break it down for you. Let me break it down for you non-Taurus people. Okay, so what happens is My father's a Taurus as well. So I had a Taurus father. I have a Taurus father and a Cancer mother. So that was something different. That was that was something amazing going on. And then my mother, poor my mama. I'm not gonna lie. When I tell y'all, poor my mother, that she had to deal with two bulls in the house. And if you go down our downstairs in our basement, they had a picture of two Taurus symbols, like right at the top, and then the Cancer. I think the Cancer was at the bottom, if I remember correctly. I have to go back and look. I think they still got it up there. It might have been a Cancer and the Cancer and the Taurus, and then the Taurus at the bottom. But I think it was like Taurus, Taurus, and Cancer. And it's like it's like two little plaques. They're kind of big. They're like medium sized. They're about like the size of this, but they're round. So they're about the size of this pyramid that I have here. And so, nevertheless, I'm fine, cuzzo. But nevertheless, my Taurus and energy was pretty cool. We really connected. My parents, we really had like a unique bond, I would say. And it would get on my nerves at times, right? But nevertheless, I'm kind of greasy. Yeah, I know there's some black oil that I put on my face, and then my air conditioner broke in here, so they're getting ready to fix it in about 5 minutes. So anyway, so we're gonna go through this nevertheless. But so with the Taurus energy has its own way of dealing with things. The Taurus is probably the most misunderstood sign out of all the zodiac signs. And I know y'all gonna say, no, well, the Pisces misunderstood. No. We're clear on what the Pisces is and who they are. They're fish. And they go with the flow. Sometimes they don't go with the flow, and they try to make things in what they are because of that whole water thing going on. We are an earth sign. So we're pretty much as what we say we are. Even though we go through certain moments. We go through certain moments that may not be the way that you presume them to be in that instance, but we definitely go with that flow. We definitely kind of go with the flow, but at the same time, we are who we say we are. So if we're green today, we're green today. If within that moment, we still are reasonable people. We're logical and reasonable people. But sometimes our logic may not be what others think that it should be. Because we're reasonable people. We're just not, prior to what you all think, we're not bullies. We do not attack people unless we see some shit. Unless we feel like you on some bullshit. I gotta be clear. If we feel like you're on some bullshit, we feel like you are not telling the truth because we can't stand liars, or we feel like you're not being reasonable, then we will start huffing and puffing, and we might like push things to a whole nother level. And sometimes Tauruses, we can do team too much. Now, there are certain differences with the male Taurus versus the female Taurus. And we'll get into that. Now, the female, with both sexes, you're going to find us. We may not, okay, let's say that we see something. Sometimes when we see something we don't like, we'll nip it right in the bud, depending on what kind of mood we in. But for the most part, we really legitimately like to give people chances. I swear, we like to give people chances. But if we already know in the gate that you full of shit and we just don't like you, we're going to cut you off right then and there. And sometimes we may not tell you like, hey, I don't like you no more. Get the fuck out of my face. We might not tell you that, but we might think it and we just kind of cut you off. And then you're like, well, dang, what happened? I've ended a lot of friendships like that. I'm not going to lie. And then a person will come up to me and ask me, like maybe years later or a month later, like, why don't you talk to me anymore? We'll tell you. Like, we don't talk to you anymore because of blah, 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 blah. Right? And that's why a lot of times we don't talk to people. But for the most part, what happens is that person could do something and they don't even understand what they did. And okay, for example, we're really keen on loyalty. We like people to be very loyal to us. And it's not a loyalty where you have to be loyal in the sense of, let's say that we don't get along with your mate. we're not going to cut you off because of that. We're not going to be like, well, either choose them or choose me. That's not us. We're not going to force you to choose people over us. That's not what we're going to do. We know how to separate you all. We can look at you as an individual. We can look at the other person as another separate individual or another entity. So we don't hold people against who they hang with unless it's volatile. Now, if that person is whooping your ass or doing something to you that's disrespectful and we see it, and we probably may cut you off after certain times if it becomes too volatile. If we feel like that every time we see that person or every time we're around that person and we can't be in a civil situation, we will kind of bag off of you. We'll kind of chill out from you. We won't discount you, but we'll stop dealing with you on an everyday basis or on a frequent level. We'll still deal with you if you call. We're there, but we're not going to keep participating in that madness. We're not. I'm not going to lie. Now, you know what I mean? So that's one. Now, another thing for us when we find ourselves, let's talk about when a Taurus stops, why Taurus can stop dealing with you. I guess that is one point right now, and then I'll get into some other stuff. Okay, so that's one point. Taurus may stop dealing with you because of that. The second point is the Taurus may also deal with you if you start messing with their money. Let me tell you something. I had a person on here. I'm not going to say her name because I've deleted and blocked her, and she probably does not know that she's been deleted or blocked. She will figure it out probably in a couple of weeks when she wants to jump on and try to steal something else's mind. I'm not going to name her name, but she is local and she knows who she is. And she know, I don't know if she know, well, she doesn't know that I know, but I know that she know. But I know that she did it, so it doesn't matter. I don't care what she know or not. So that means war for us. So if a person steals an ideal from us, if a person tries to be like us, that is annoying. We do not like that. And we don't like people to kiss our butts. We like people to be really genuine. So that's how we can cut you off too when you steal. Okay? When you try to take money from our mouths, what we deem is taking money from our mouths. So for example, I'm trying to check back to make sure nobody's on YouTube comment. So for example, we might have people that if it's $1, $2, 50 cents, a penny, that is a wrap. It's a wrap. You better believe we will stop. We will cut you off so fast that if we start trying to talk to you or we find out that you stole something from us, it's a wrap. I promise you. If you taking money, because Taurus, we all about our money. We don't play when it comes to our money. We do not play. We do not play. We do not play. We do not. Did I say it again? We do not play with our money. And that's anybody. It's nothing personal. It could be a cousin. It could be our children. We will stop talking to you if you mess with our money. We will cut you out of our lives until you give our money back. And we will always keep our purses around us. We would always grab our purse and not keep our purses around you. Let me make sure I forgot to put the title. 1 second. I'm sorry. Okay. So we don't really play when it comes to that. We're really serious about that because of the fact that you can leave your purse around us. We're not going to take anything from you. We're not going to steal from you. Yeah. My mom was a Cancer too. My mom like that. My mom was like that too. But yeah, if you steal from us, if you take from us, if you take our monies away, or you try to, and then another thing, respect. I'm writing this down too. The respect. The Taurus, oh my God. The moment you disrespect us, we will cut you off. If you try to embarrass us in public or you try to disrespect us, we will black out. We cannot stand disrespect. I'm going to tell y'all a story. I ain't going to say no names. But a young lady came to me and started, being funny. This was like a few years ago. I haven't really experienced disrespect in a long time. So I'm going to give you the last disrespectful time that I experienced. This young lady got in my face and she told me, she started asking me about an incident that happened a while ago that really didn't have nothing to do with me. It was really her energy. It was really some stuff that she had tried to plot. She had tried to plot some stuff on me and it failed. And because it failed, she's going to try to bring it up later on. And so we were at an event. And so she had the nerve to get in my face and say something about that situation. Now, mind you, I was chilled. I allowed her to come in my space because usually I was in a pleasant and blessing mood where I already, in my mind of all minds, in my heart of all hearts, my heart told me that she was going to try some bullshit. But I said, no, I'm going to give her a chance. Remember I told you about the Taurus. We'll give you a chance. We'll give you a chance to cross that line. You know, I told you about that line. We got that fine line. Once you cross that line, boy, it's a wrap, baby. But nevertheless, so I told her, so she brought that event. So I hugged her when she first came up. She asked me for a hug. I gave her a hug. And from that point on, I knew it was going to be some shit. But I said, no, I'm going to handle this. I'm going to show me that I can actually handle it. Because here I'm a life coach. I'm a healer. I wasn't a doctor then, but I was this healer. And I was trying to build my brand. I don't want to say brand, but I was trying to build this business. And I'm new in this. I was new in this area with this particular business. And so I wanted to show that I could actually handle myself. And I didn't want to feed into her negativity because I already knew she was a bitter person, a bitter woman, a girl. So at that point on, what I did was she brought that situation up again. And I told her that wasn't really a situation. You know what I mean? You made it more than what it was because your own insecurity. And so she kept talking. And at that point, I was done. I said what I said because Taurus is we don't know how, you know how most people joan on you. Most people be like, oh, you got a big head and this and this and that. We don't do that. That's not us. We hit below the belt. We're gonna hit you to the point where it hurts. We don't know how to joan, you know what they call it, joan. We don't know how to just talk about people and it be funny. We'll talk about you, it'll be funny. Not only will it be funny, but it'll be very, very painful. And we know we're gonna hit you like that and not care and not have no feelings about none. Now maybe later on we'll be like, dang, I probably shouldn't have said that. But we're not gonna have no feelings at that moment because that's when we see a certain color. That's that color that we start to see. And I'll talk about that color in a minute. So she kept talking. I said what I said, and I hit her below the belt. I said, I'm not going to repeat because I don't want to relive that moment. I want to laugh about it now because it's over with. And so I said what I said, and she looked like she was about to cry because I was going there with her. And then I was like, look, I don't want to abuse you. I'm at an event. I'm doing excellent. I'm happy with my life. And that is your own insecurity. And that's something that you need to deal with. It's not my problem. That's your problem, right? And so I said, at this stage, I would prefer you to get out of my face. She just kept talking. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. And I was like, look, I asked you to get out of my face. And she's like, I'm not going nowhere. I had all these crystals on the table. I had this crystal. Let me show you. In particular, on the table. And this crystal ain't no joke. And I don't know. I know my energy. And I literally saw, you even saw your life flash right before your eyes. And I saw myself picking up this particular crystal and bashing her skull in, right? And I was like, woo, wait a minute. And so I saw red at that point. And when we get to that red color as a Taurus, when we get to this color, this red right here, this root chakra, that root chakra, once we see that red, it's a wrap, baby. It's a wrap. It starts into a wrap mode. But then we get to that point, we see darkness, black. When we black out, we don't even remember we just stabbed you or cut you or bashed your head in or do it whatever or said whatever crazy we said or whatever case is. And I was like, wait a minute. I'm not free to go there with this woman because this woman want me to bash her skull in so she can call the police and mess up my business. Here I am, this life coach. I had time to be playing these kindergarten games with this woman. I said, girl, if you don't got my face, I removed that red. But you understand what I'm saying? You know, I was like, I said, go on my face. And I talked to a person and they removed her. I just say, hey, get her. And they removed her without me going there with you. But I'm telling you that the Taurus is something else. You understand? And so, and the thing about the Taurus is some zodiac signs really get off on being angry. Some of them do. Some of them get off, be like, I'm here today for it. Yay! It is my birthday. Actually, my birthday will be Friday. This coming Friday, May the 3rd. So yeah, so I find myself not allowing myself to get into that mode because I mean it's really ugly. Tauruses, we don't like being angry. We do not like being angry prior to what y'all think that's a stereotype. We don't like drama. We avoid conflict. That's why when you see a lot of Tauruses, we go the opposite way. Because we don't like conflict. We don't like we can deal, like if you come to us and say, did you say such and such? We'll be like, yeah, I said it. You know what I mean? We're not no punks by far, but we don't like dealing with drama. We don't like people to jump in our face because we're territorial. And we don't like people getting our territory. So if it's this and this, like this is us and this is you, and you come this way, we don't like that. We don't like you to go past the line. We have boundaries. Tauruses by nature have boundaries. And we don't like people to violate their boundaries. And once you get a Taurus mad, that is the worst thing that you can ever do. Every time it turns red, you have to call the police on me. Yeah, I'm on YouTube as well. And I don't like that feeling. No, we don't like that feeling. That feeling is the worst feeling in the world because we do not by nature, prior to what y'all think, we can be as stubborn and as mean as you all can think sometimes. We don't like going there with people. We don't like fighting. We do not. We will though. Now we'll get down and we don't fight fair. We will pick up a stick, brick, whatever's around. We gonna use whatever. We don't fight good. We don't fight honest. We fight to death. To the death. So one of us is going to end up somewhere. That's why we don't like going there with people. And that's something that people have to understand about a Taurus. Do not piss off a Taurus. Do not. Chris Brown is a Taurus. James Brown is a Taurus. Who else is a Taurus? Kakashi 6ix9ine is a Taurus. We don't snitch though. Now I don't know where you get that from. Malcolm X was a Taurus. Mr. Louis Farrakhan's a Taurus. It's a lot of Taurusins out there. The Rock is a Taurus, the wrestler. It's a lot of us that are out there. And if you notice how they play, and we don't play fair, we do not fight fair, I'm telling you. So it's best not to piss off a Taurus. Once you go there and piss us off, then we will show our ass. We will show you what we're truly made of, and it's a wrap. We don't have filter. And then sometimes if we get in that mode where we're not that patient that particular day, we're patient by nature, but it may be that day where we may not be as patient. You might, come to us on the wrong day and we'll be like, hey, this is the wrong day. And if we're not patient, you might get blacked out or we might go off on you really fast. No question. Or if you're doing team too much, you keep on doing stuff and building and building. That particular person I was telling you about, she kept on building and building and kept on doing little things, trying to mess with my money, kept on trying to mess with my money. And that venture trying to mess with my money. So as it was a build. And once we get to the point where it's build, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And so what Taurus is, you all have to understand that about us. And it's going to take a lot. And we can forgive you, but we will never deal with you anymore. Once we're done with you totally, we're done with you. We don't speak to you. We could be in the same room with you and you'd be like, hello. And that particular person, she kept trying to talk to me. She kept on saying, hello, how you doing? She seen me the next time. I didn't even speak to her. I act like she wasn't there. She wasn't there. She was dead to me at that point. And that sometimes some people, we'll let them die. We'll let them physically, spiritually, mentally, psychologically die to us. And once we're done, once we feel like you're dead to us, we won't have nothing to do with you. You could be drowning in a river and we'll be like, and it's not that we're mean. And let me get into that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Now, or we're not the nicest people on the zodiac side. However, we have one of the biggest hearts. See, certain things okay, let me name, okay, so a couple of zodiac signs who are really sweet. The who's really sweet, Pisces are really sweet, but they evil too. And see, like, y'all don't be mad at me, Pisces, but I gotta tell you, y'all have some evilness in y'all. Because y'all will go after people just because y'all get off on messing with people. That particular person I was talking about, she was a Pisces, and she got off on trying to mess with me. She got off on that, and she knew how, because her mother was a Taurus, so she knew exactly how to try to push my buttons. Okay, and so that's what happens with a lot of water signs. A lot of you all are nice, which y'all are nice up front, right? And y'all give and give and give, and once y'all feel a certain way, y'all run that revenge. Y'all get that revenge, and y'all get the revenge to the fullest. With Tauruses, we're not nice up front. So you understand what I mean, though? My dad is a Taurus, and so what happens is we'll build, and what happens is a lot of signs we give when we give. If we buy something from you, or we discount you, or we give you anything, that is from the heart. It could be a little bit of something, because we're cheap by nature. We're very frugal, and we don't play with our money. We will bring our lunch to work, you know what I mean, to save money. You know, like I brought fruit today. I ate fruit because I'm not spending no money. I got stuff I got to do and save for. Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Anyway, yeah. So happy birthday to you. Mine's is Friday, so on May 3rd. So with us, we just really go in. We go in heavy. And so the thing is, if we do something for somebody, I don't care if we took you around the corner. That's something. But we don't just give to everybody. We don't believe in just giving everybody everything. That's not us. Because we're not going to allow you to take advantage of us. Once we feel like you're taking advantage of us, it's a wrap. We're not doing nothing else for you. You can't ask us to spit on you if you got on fire. That's a Taurus. I'm sorry. But we're really good people on the inside. But you have to get through the bridge. You have to jump over a bridge, climb up a mountain, get past the fire, get past the barbed wire fence. You have to damn near I don't know what you got to do, but you got to really prove yourself. And I'm not going to lie. That's why it's hard for us to my father's birthday is May the 11th. Congratulations on your birthday. My father's the 11th. So a lot of times with Tauruses, you have to be real with us. The moment that we hate a liar, oh my God. If you lie to us, it's a wrap, baby. It's a wrap. We'll never trust you again. You always would have to prove yourself. You always have to prove yourself. We just don't get into of dealing with people on that level. So you have to be really honest with us. Even if it's some messed up stuff, even if you did wrong, at least let us know so we know how to deal with it. Even if you was jacked up, we'd be like, man, why you do that? But we'll still work with you. But the moment you lie to us, it's a wrap. The moment we feel like you're full of shit, it's a wrap. And so the thing is, also with the Taurus, we have to know that, because that's why friendships are very hard for Taurus people. Let me tell you something. Because once we don't trust you, or once we feel like you using us, we're not going to deal with you anymore. Taurus, we really take friendship seriously. We take family, friendship, and money seriously, because we're territorial. And if you mess with our friends or our families or somebody we love, or our money or our food or our materialisms, like our clothes, our pride, respect, we're going to come after you. It's a wrap. You better, it'll be 20 years later and life done moved on and you happy, you married, you're like, oh my God, I love my husband. And we are going to come after you. And when we come after you, you're going to be like, damn, that Taurus messed me up. And we're going to come after you to the death. So that's the thing about us. And that's something that me as a healer, it was a constant battle for me, right? Because I'm like, look, I'm going to get revenge on that girl. But then I'm like, no, I'm not, because she's pathetic enough, so I don't have to do anything to her. That's her own issue. And so we have to constantly tell ourselves not to get revenge on people, because our revenge game is a beast. Territorial, are you? Yeah, they think we're gullible because we'll listen to you. Just because we listen to you. Okay, so let's get into that. Just because we listen to you don't mean we believe you. Just because we listen to you don't mean we believe you. We might listen to you for a minute. We might just be, yep. We might just let you be yourself, let you do you. Because the thing about a Taurus is we accept you for who you are. If you're a liar and we know you're a liar, we be like, okay, we know Bonnie is a liar. She just lies her ass off. That's just who Bonnie is. And we'll still love Bonnie, right? If we know Jasper's a thief, we just keep our purse. We won't have our purse around you. And we'll tell you, well, you ain't keeping my purse around you because you know you steal, right? We know you steal. So don't be moving all around my house because I know you're a thief, right? And that's just our energy. We accept people for who they are. We're not going to try to change. We don't try to change people. We allow people to be themselves. So even if they're a thief, whore, or whatever they are, we are accepting of that. If you're an alcoholic, if you use drugs, whatever you are, we accept it. Whatever you do in your life, we're going to accept it. We're not going to judge you. We're not going to trip with you. So we make the best friends. The problem is the moment that you're not there for us one time, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. That's why it's really hard for us to make friends and to have friends, because we're so awkward. We're naturally awkward. We can't help it. We're just weird as shit. And a lot of times people, that's why I said we're really, really misunderstood. And sometimes we can come across as, if someone picks on one of our friends, we're going to go hard. We're going to get it. We're going to get them. But then the second side of us is that we have trust issues. Most Tauruses, we don't trust because we have been done wrong. Because many people took our kindness for weakness because we did something extraordinary for a particular person. You might have came over to our house crying, telling us about your man or your wife or whatever was going on with you, and you were our friend or our cousin, auntie, grandma, mother, whatever. We will get in our car, gas our car up, and we don't care if it's 8 hours away. We would drive 8 hours and handle that for you. But if you take that person back after we did all that, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. We still will be cool with you, but we're not going to play with you no more. We're going to be like, okay, well, we ain't doing nothing else. You cannot get us to do nothing else. And that might be the time. The moment you start crying wolf with a Taurus, we'll cut you off. You got to keep it real. Like, look, I just need you to get me out the situation. I probably am going to be back with him or whatever, or her, but just come get me for now. It's just temporary. Okay, cool. You got to tell us that up front. The moment you make it seem like you're done with that person forever, woo, we done. It's a wrap. It's nothing you can do after that point. And so the thing is, again, let's talk about some other things about a Taurus, okay? Another thing that we do not like, did I talk about liars? We can't stand liars. We hate liars. Just tell us the truth. Whatever it is, just tell us what it is. I don't care if it's something that we're not going to like. If it's something that we're going to like, just tell us what it is. You got to tell us what it is. The moment you can't be honest with us, we're going to cut you off. Also, let's talk about the whole theory of terror. Let me explain territorial to you all, because sometimes it comes off as smothering. Because we love very hard. We love you to the death. We'll love you and love you and love you, and it's nothing that you can say, do, or whatever. We will have your back. We love you hard. And the moment you tell somebody did something to you, we're going after that person. No questions asked. We're going down. We're going down. We're going to get that person for you. We just have, and then we love you. We love you. Once we fall in love with you, once you get past that fence, that wire fence, once you get past the electronic fence, the gate, the walking up the mountaintop, the fire burning, the brimstone, the bricks, and once we love you, really love you and fall in love with you, we love hard. It's nothing that you can ask for. We will do. If you ask us to kneel at your feet, we'll do that. We will. Behind closed doors, though. Behind closed doors, we ain't doing nothing for everybody because you ain't finna make us look crazy. But nevertheless, We will go out our way for you. We will do so much for you to make you happy. We'll go out our way. We are people pleasers. See, don't get it twisted with Taurus. We are people pleasers. However, the problem comes in is when you do one little thing. Once you try to do something for somebody else, or once you try to cheat on us, or you try to talk to somebody, we ain't no good after that. We are no good after that until you mend that. You would really have to mend that. You would really have to. Now, at that point, that's why the Taurus don't like people to kiss their butts. But you would really have to, in that particular case, you would have to kiss a Taurus butt at that point. You would have to do everything under the moon. If they getting off, you would have to be there with carpet, so they can walk on the carpet, flowers, money. That's how you get to a Taurus heart. So the moment you do that, okay, so let's talk about how do you get a Taurus? Let's talk about that. How can you get into a relationship with a Taurus? How do you win the Taurus over? Let me tell y'all. Y'all ready? Come here. Come closer. Come closer. Y'all close? Y'all close? Okay, cool. How do you win a Taurus love and affection? It ain't easy. Thank you. Thank you. How do you win a Taurus easy? Because I'm a Taurus sun and I'm a Taurus moon. So I know. And then I do astrology, and I'm also a healer, and I do people's natal charts. So I know all about that. I can do every sign. If y'all want me to do another sign in there, I ain't gonna do it today or right now, but I'll do it later. I'll be happy to do like a Cancer or whatever. I can break that down too. Okay, so to win a Taurus over, money, materialisms. Okay. And finding out what they like. If you talk to a Taurus and y'all have this conversation, y'all could be a friend, y'all could play the friend role, or y'all could play straight up, I want to be your lover, I want to be your man, I want to be your woman, or whatever, right? What you do with a Taurus is first of all, you compliment them. Right? We love compliments because we love our egos. We love our egos to be done with. We love you to finesse our egos, to rub our egos. Rub our egos, child. Rub it. Rub it, rub it, rub it, rub it. So once you rub our egos, and we're like, wow. But not kissing our butt. It's a difference between rubbing an ego and kissing someone's butt. We can't stand butt kisses because we know that's fake. We know you being fake. You got to be legitimate with your stuff. So, for example, if that particular Taurus has on pretty earrings, you say, oh, my God, your earrings are so pretty. Oh, my God, I love your hair. Oh, my God. Or if it's a man. Well, men can have earrings too nowadays. But nevertheless, if they have, I don't know, let's say that they have... he has a nice haircut, or his afro looks really good, or he has locks, or whatever it is. Like, wow, I like your hair. Who does your hair? Oh, you like it? Look good. I like your suit. What outfit? Where you get your suit from? Complimenting them that way. Oh, you're very intelligent. See, that's another thing. Tauruses are intellectual, but we're intellectual differently than most of y'all. See, our mind, because we always thinking. We never sleep. We never sleep. When we're asleep, we're thinking. We're thinking. We're thinking. We're thinking. We're thinking. We're always thinking. Okay, so intellectually, you have to stimulate the Taurus intellectually. You have to know some shit. So whatever the Taurus is into, you need to find out what they're into. So if they like cars, you need to know about the car. You need to break down the car. You need to tell them, hey, this is a lovely car. This car right here, this car is great. Like, oh my God, I got a ticket to a car show. That's how you get us. Like, I got a ticket to a car show. Would you like to go to the car show? And they're like, yeah. And then if you have to impress them to show them that you have knowledge on the cars, and you tell them, or you ask them about it. And that's another twofold. See, either you could ask them about the car. I could break a Scorpio down too. Either you can ask them about the car, or you could ask them, or telling them about the car. So either way, if you know a lot about it, or the fact that you show interest in it, that's a good way. So Taurus is on. Once you get a Taurus, it's not really hard to be with them. Okay, so let me continue on. Okay, so the next thing is, like I said, figuring out what they like, figuring out what that particular Taurus like. Also surprising. They love surprises. They love surprises that make sense, that are material. So for example, let's say y'all on the phone and they're like, oh my God, I'm so thirsty. And then if they get a knock on the door and you come with some water, be like, hey, I got some water. I heard you was thirsty. They love people to pay attention to details. Tauruses are detail oriented. So if you pay attention to their details, that turns them on as well. They love people to pay attention to what they say. If they remember them liking this or liking that or liking their favorite thing, like I like Rick and Morty. So if someone, like if I wasn't married, I'm getting married. Well, you know, I'm spiritually married, but I'll be physically married on paper in July, but whatever. So with Tauruses, we also like people to pay attention to our details. Like if we got our hair done, even in man, if we got something new about ourselves, we like for you to pay attention to that. You know, we like details. Also, we like surprises. We like gifts. Bringing over flowers as a female, bringing over flowers, cards, money. We love money, child. And we love food. Oh my God, if y'all know how to cook, woo, you got us. If you know how to go to that, if you know how to dial somewhere to cook and you know where to get some good food, fine dining. We love fine dining. We love to sit in a nice restaurant, eat really good. You have to get to our stomachs. We love stomach. We love eating. We love that, you know. So feeding us, you got us. If you can feed us, either know how to cook or know how to order it. You got us. If you pick out our outfits. I had one person I dated back in the day. I was young though. He used to buy me tickets to concert. He used to surprise me with concert tickets. That was really cool. And then he would buy me an outfit to wear, and it was my size. Things like that. We like that kind of stuff. But it gotta be cute now. Don't be buying us no ugly shit now. If you buy, we'll appreciate the effort. We ain't gonna wear it, but we'll love that. We'll be like, but dang, they really cared enough to go. Now we appreciate that. Don't get that twisted. Now we might be like, well, that's ugly, but dang, he really or she really cared about me enough to buy me something and to feel it. We'll wear it just because you bought it, but we'll be like, he ain't wearing this out all the time. We probably wear it at the house or something, or we'll wear it to jogging or something like that. But we really like that kind of stuff. Let's see, I say materialism. Oh, and we love people to really express themselves. We love people to give us their all. We like people to tell us whatever. Like if you was bad, if you were on drugs, if you had a bad problem, if you did this, if you did that, whatever you did, and you are willing to share that with us, you are willing to break bread, tell us your life and share your experiences. We love for you to tell us about your experiences in life. That really makes us happy. We like to hear about your past, and will we use your past against you? No, we're not one of those type of people who will use your past against you. But we like to know your past because we like to know what we're dealing with. We want to know every part about you. See, the moment you don't tell us every part about you, we'll be like, damn, we'll think you're a liar. So you better just tell us everything about you. What else? We like people to have certain interests that we have, and we also like people who like different things. Because I find myself, even in friendships, I don't want a whole bunch of life coach friends. I don't want a whole bunch of healer friends. Oh no, I want people of different walks of life. You know, I want people that's freaking construction worker. I want people that do a whole bunch of stuff. I don't want the same type of people. I don't want to deal with people that like the same thing I like. So we like different people on the terms of friendship. Yeah. See, brought you some Bruce Lee stuff. Yeah, of course you're gonna like that. Shoot. They got you there. Once a person understands that about you, they love that about you. Once you start giving, and if you pay a lot of attention to them, and with a Taurus, when you with a Taurus, the whole world stops. We have that power, that energy that we command respect. When we enter the room, everything stops. People are like, they can be whispering at first, and then it stops. It gets really quiet. We enter the room. We're like, what the hell? That's a Taurus. We have this, I'm not gonna get up, but we have this Venus energy about us. That is absolutely true. We have a Venus energy that we are attraction. We attract people naturally, no matter what we do. It's a natural Venus power, male and female, but especially the females. Males too, though, because when Brother Malcolm X enter a room, Y'all was paying attention. Y'all was on him back in the day. And when you put on his speeches, you can't just who just puts Malcolm X in and don't really listen to the full capacity of his energy and feel his spirit, because we're spiritual people. We're spiritual people by nature. And when we love and when we're good at something, we're good at it. There's nothing you can say and tell us. You can't tell us that we're not good at what we do. We are excellent at whatever we do. That's why Chris Brown dances his ass off. But he's a Sagittarius. He's a Taurus and a Scorpio. Them are some dangerous people. My father's a Taurus and a Scorpio, sun and moon. And I'm telling you all, James Brown, okay, Taurus. These energies command respect. And so you have to respect a Taurus. If you want to be with them, you cannot disrespect them. We don't like people, flirty people. You can't be a hoe. We don't like people to flirt. That will irritate you. Talking about that's gonna be a problem. We don't like flirty people, and we are very so the territorial thing. Okay, so let me explain that. Let me take a breath, and I'm gonna wrap this up. Okay, the Taurus excuse me, but I have to be honest. Once we piss on you, I don't mean that physically, but spiritually. I mean, once we piss on you, once we pee on you, once we claim you, once you know how dogs. So I'm using the dog euphemism. I know y'all probably like this sister's crazy. I'm really telling you the truth. I'm trying to tell y'all some stuff. Once we like dogs, what dogs do is they piss on you, or they piss on the tree, and they're like, okay, we piss on the tree, this tree is ours. And when other dogs come by, they know not to urinate on the tree also, because they know that's such and such a dog, that another dog didn't claim her, so I'll find somewhere else to go. That's what happens. Okay. Taurus is the same way. Once we make claim on you, children, dog, cat, monkey, mama, daddy, grandma, we are possessive. We are. Now, that's the scary thing about a Taurus. We kind of have possession. And so we do have to be in a position of, if it's too much for somebody, then they have to tell us in a nice way. If you tell us in the wrong way, we will not mess with you no more. We'll be like, okay, so you don't want my attention, you don't want love? Okay, forget you then. And we'll pull all the way off, and you'll feel it. We don't even have to tell you. We're not going to say, well, we're not going to threaten you. We'll just do it. We're about action. Tauruses are about action, though. But the thing is, if it's too much, just say, babe, relax. It's okay. I'm not doing anything. I'm good. I'm with you. We straight. If you do that, we'll back off. You just got to tell us, like, hey, or just talk to us like, if it's everything okay, why are you so possessive today? Or what's going on with you where you're very territorial? And then they're going to give you a logical explanation. We'll give you a logical explanation. We might feel like, hey, you're talking to this person too much. You're doing too much with this particular person. Please straighten that out, because we feel insecure. We'll tell you. So you don't got to worry about that. We're not going to play games with you. We'll tell you, hey, how you doing? Hey. Yeah, that's the truth, though. You know we do that. Hey, so we will do that. So as long as you tell us to back off, we straight. But you gotta talk to us. You gotta talk to us respectfully. Don't be on some stuff like you too much, because we pull off, it's a wrap, baby. You ain't gonna get that same loving that you was getting before. Okay. Next thing. So let me get into the next situation, next scenario. Okay. Friendship, relationship stuff. Okay, our parents. Having a Taurus child. Let me tell you something. When you tell us no, we don't understand no. We do not understand no. We're respectful, but we're going to do what we want to do. We're very stubborn, opinionated. We're going to explain to you what we're going to do. Like, mom, dad, sorry, no disrespect. We love you, but we're going to do whatever. Because that's something within our nature. You have to have a real good point to why we can't do something. The moment you tell us we can't do something, we're going to want to do it. We're going to want to do it. You know, that's true though. We're gonna want to do it. You know, my mom used to be like, "Don't do such and don't go somewhere. Don't do this," and I would go anyway. She'd be like, "Don't go to the." I remember one time she was like, "Don't go to that club." I went anyway. Why? Because she told me no, and she did not give me a logical explanation to why I shouldn't go. We're going to do what we want to do. Period. We don't care if it's life threatening. We take risk in certain fashion. Okay. In relationships, let me go back to relationships. Now, sometimes it takes us a little bit longer than most people to get out of relationships. Sometimes you really have to be doing the ultimate most. You have to be doing like some crazy junk where we are like, you got to be disrespectful. You gotta really be doing some worse stuff to us for us to quit talking to you. And we'll keep saying things. That's even with friendships. We'll give you chance after chance after chance after chance after chance. But after a while, if it becomes to be too much on our spirit, the moment you start messing with our money and you don't pay it back, that's how you can get rid of a Taurus. Steal that money. You might get hurt too, though. So don't do that. But the moment if you want to bring another person around and you keep playing those games like that, we'll be gone. Okay, that's one way to get rid of us. Another way to get rid of us is mess with our money, to talk about our parents, to talk about our energy. Slide that through. Go ahead. Push it through. I'm sorry, I'm at the healing center. Got some mail or something. Anyway, so the moment that we feel slighted or disrespected, or we feel like someone's trying to take advantage of us, we're gonna always get into that mode where we're going to, and then if you hurt us, we're gonna disrespect you so bad. It's gonna be all bad. I promise you, it's gonna be all bad to the point you're gonna be like, "Oh my God, tell this story." You got to call because people have done me wrong, and I would get so much revenge to the point where they would call my mother. And my mother was a cancer. Her being a cancer could not calm me down. People had to call my father. My father, being a Taurus, was the only person that could calm me down. My father would have to tell me to calm down because I used to be ready when I was younger. I used to be ready to knock a hole in the wall, and I've knocked holes in the wall before. I've kicked down people's doors. I mean, I thinking this little bitty person, but back in the day, I was something else. And that's the thing about a Taurus. Just respect the Taurus. As long as you honest with that Taurus and you let them know where you stand, you be okay. But we're forever relationships. We're not really fly by night type of people. We love relationships, whether it be via marriage. You know what I'm saying? We make excellent husbands and wives, and we will stay with you until the day that you die. So that's one of the things that you will require. Now, unless you're just doing too much and you're not making us happy. Now, if you're not making us happy, then we will leave. But as long as you make us happy, as long as you're giving us the intellectual energy, spiritual energy, buying us shit, giving us money, paying bills on time, and doing what you're supposed to do for us. If we ask you to do something and you have a legitimate reason why you can't do it, then we'll respect you. We don't, you know what I mean? We'd be like, well, if you don't have enough money, you'd be like, look, I only got $5 today, but tomorrow I'm gonna go get it. We're go-getters. So let's talk about that. Tauruses by nature are go-getters. We will do the impossible. The Taurus is one of the best workers to have on your team. Put a Taurus on your team. Put a Taurus in your business, and your business will flare of success. We're very successful. We will go above and beyond, and we will wear filters, and we will crush you. That's the thing about the Taurus. A Taurus in business, we don't do that competition stuff. We don't even believe in competition because we're competitive in certain ways. The moment we feel like you're trying to come in, that's what I told you about that female earlier, where she thought she was going to copy off my logo. Oh, she got blocked, deleted, and she might get sued too. But I gotta find out if that's her logo. If that's her logo, she gonna get sued. I'm suing her. But long story short, we don't play that. We don't play that. Do not copy off of us. Do not backstab us. We do not play. The thing, like I said, the Taurus is probably the best person to get on your team. One of the best workers, very hard work. We're very hard working. We're very loyal. We will not, even if someone's willing to pay us more, we'll talk to you about it first before we just jump ship. Now, if you treating us right, we'll still work with you. If you ain't treating us right, we'll dump ship, and it will leave you. We'll leave your company right when you're busy. We will hang up that phone and be like, you do this phone yourself. The moment you disrespect us, I'm telling you. So definitely understand it about Taurus. You got to do right by us. The moment that we feel slighted or disrespected, that's going to be the problem. That's the ultimate thing to do with the Taurus. And we will do so. If you play with our emotions, the moment you do that, we will cheat on you in your face. We will show you in your face just to hurt you, because peace, how you doing? We will go above and beyond to hurt you. Understand that. Okay. So this ends my video for today. Stay tuned. I will be doing a Taurus video every day until my birthday, which is May the 3rd. Taurus season. Oh, yeah. And y'all know y'all can give me a donation for my birthday. I just told y'all that me as a Taurus, we love money. So pass the money. Or you can like if you broke. I understand. I still love you. Don't worry about it, Tauruses. We about our money, but if you don't have it, that's fine too. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna put my little app. I'm gonna put my I don't know how to do that. How do I do that, y'all? I gotta go to my pay. Let me do my money app. I don't know how to do that. What's a Cash App? A Cash App? Okay, let me do that. Anyway, shoot, everybody else asked for donation for their birthday. Shoot, y'all don't know how hard I be working for people. PayPal information. I don't have it offhand because I had to change it, but we ain't gonna talk about that. We're gonna just know that I have it. So anyway, you can go to my PayPal. You can certainly go to my PayPal. You can go to ask314 helpmeplease@gmail.com. That's one way. And also I'm trying to get to my money app, my Cash App. I think it's okay, here it is. It's Cash App. Let me put it in here. It's Cash App Dr. Amira S as in Sankofa and Quali. That's my Cash App. Just to let you all know. Okay. Because like I said, and of course, if you donate, I will actually give you a reading, some kind of a reading or something, because I can't just have people donating me and not doing a service for them. That's just not me. That's just me. I got, my mind is a little bit differently. Especially for my birthday. Like I said, I'm taking off 30% for my birthday. From today till the 3rd, I will be doing 30% off on all things. But anyway, to donate, if you do a little something, I will give you a little something. Even if I tell you one little thing, I'm still going to do something. I can't just have somebody donate. I just don't do the whole donation thing like most people do. This is my PayPal information here. I'm going to put it in here as well. But does anybody have any questions outside of a Taurusan? I'm gonna next month, of course, or when what you call it? When the Gemini birthday comes, I'll talk about the Gemini. I'll talk about y'all because I know y'all. But right now, this is Taurus Club, and I will be further doing the Taurus Club as well. So anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate y'all. You all have me. I want you all to have a great evening, energy. And please, y'all, listen to what I'm saying about getting a Taurus. I'll work with you. If you need help on getting a Taurus, I got you. It feels really cool in here. They fixed the air conditioning. Yes. It feels really good. Okay, anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, Namaste, and I'll certainly email you. I appreciate you. Okay, let me put this in there. There we go. In live.